The other day when I was getting my hair cut, the hairdresser asked me, "Are you single?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was just like, "My daughter is too. I don't know why it's so hard for your generation to date." And that kind of really dawned on me because a relationship is not something I want anymore. It's something I've always wanted. Like, when you grow up and you're just like, I want to feel loved. I want somebody to rescue me, Prince Charming type vibes. And it's like the furthest thing from my mind. I'm just in the path of figuring myself out, seeing what I could do to better myself. Yeah, self improvement to like just be better. I just want to be comfortable and happy in my own skin. I don't want to be like, "Here, these are my broken parts. Can you put me back together?" Absolutely not. I want to figure myself out and do it on my own. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing, but I've talked about this before. I know that I have hyper independence in me. I know for a fact that I need to fix this, and I don't know, I just don't feel the need to give myself to somebody to be like, "Figure this out for me." I don't know. I just don't idolize a relationship. I don't see it as it's going to solve all my problems. Like, people hated when Justin Bieber said, and I like using celebrities because a lot of people watch gossip, when he said that, "I thought my marriage was going to fix everything." A lot of people do that. A lot of women sit here and they give their problems to their significant other. Men do that shit too. They really think that their partner is there to fix them, put them together like there's some group project, like both of them should be working on bettering them. And that's not the way it's supposed to work ever. You're supposed to be figuring yourself out. I'm not saying you should take like 50 years of never dating. You're always going to be a constant project. But I'm saying, like, that you have really bad anger issues, resentment. You know that you have some very volatile traits in you that you need to work on before the person you love and you care about becomes your personal punching bag, because subconsciously you could be taking out all of that unresolved trauma out on them. That's another thing. Besides that shit, people fear the person that they're going to date will become a liability, meaning that they will invest all this time and energy into somebody who will be like, I don't want this anymore, or like get cheated on, played with, used, assaulted. And a lot of people, although they're figuring themselves out and they feel like they're solid, they have boundaries, a lot of people act dumb when they're in love. A lot of people know that they don't want certain things, but when their partner be like, "Let's do this," they be like, "Okay, sure." Because when in love, you act like a doofus, and people are so afraid because being in love requires vulnerability. You think anybody in this world wants to be vulnerable in this day and age? They don't want to give no one their heart. They want it to be locked, sealed. Don't enter at all. Like caution tape, please do not come near me. And I completely understand that because people are such a pain, and there are a lot of liabilities, and there are people there that will help you progress in life. Don't get me wrong, but I also want to say that I don't want people to be alone forever. Like, I feel like we as human beings, we do better with other people. Like, it's funner when you're going out and enjoying yourself and somebody also is there. I'm not saying like you don't ever have to be alone, like you always like have to be alone to like love yourself, know yourself. You could enjoy your own company, but also they enjoy the company of others. Like, there's nothing wrong like wanting to go on dates and finding somebody, but it's a really bad thing when you have programmed your brain into never wanting it and to like shut people out. Like, there are people that go on dates and as soon as they see one ick, they're done. And it's so crazy to me, but that's like a defense mechanism. Like, you refusing to date this guy because he has a unibrow, or like you refusing to date this guy. Everybody has like their own boundaries, but a lot of people are just like, oh, religious beliefs, and I feel like they use that as an excuse over and over again. Sometimes there's so many excuses out there. People just never tell the truth. But yeah, I feel like this generation is single for a number of reasons, and it's making me sad. I'm, again, a relationship is not something to like glorify and put on a pedestal. But you know me, I'm a very soft individual. I feel like at least one person, I feel like you need to be in love at least once. Love someone, trust someone, confide in someone, whether it's platonic, whether it's intimate. But I feel like all of us are deserving of love and kindness, and we deserve to meet people that celebrate us and don't rip us apart and don't resent us when we don't come as the person they expect us to be and want us to be. Like, being a relationship is such a liability sometimes. I'm trying to talk myself into one, But I'm telling you, my hyper independence does not allow me to, because again, it's just not in my deck of cards. Like, I just want an apartment of my own, a car of my own. I want to be able to just emotionally properly regulate, because I know when I get angry, I could get very intense, very bitter, and very hostile. And the way I talk to people, like, I'm very quick to get disrespectful, and I don't ever want to do that to my partner. I don't ever want to insult somebody that I love and I care about and say, please forgive me, because we love each other and care about each other, because that is just like, and I get that it happens. Like, I don't strive for like a perfect relationship. No relationship is ever perfect. It has like its nicks and its crannies and like its cracks. I know more of what a relationship should look like than what it shouldn't be. Like, I feel like I've seen way too many relationships where people get physically and verbally assaulted, and if that is a relationship, miss me with that transaction. I am way good. I'd rather be alone, die alone, than to ever have a man kick me down physically and emotionally and label that as love, and I refuse to do that as well. So yeah, the single era, for a lot of people, I could feel like so many people be like, yeah, that's why I'm single, that's why I'm single. Like, people just are afraid to invest in other people, are figuring themselves out, and really don't prioritize a relationship. But it's just a life we live in, and it's sad a little bit. It's just a little sad to me. It's a little sad. I know this is like a very weird conversation to have, but it's just, I don't know what's going on with us. I feel like way too many of us are lost. Way too many people get lost and wrapped up in a whole bunch of different shit, and they lose the people that they actually want to be around and actually do like and actually did have chemistry and an intimate connection with, because they're too wrapped up with figuring out themselves. Maybe I'll make a video on that. But in this day and age, I want people to understand that not all of us are sitting down here and being like, people are in shit, people are in shit. We're generally scared, and we generally don't prioritize it. So on that note, love yourself, take care of yourself. And this generation really does not want anything to do with relationships. And people thrive being singles, as I'm seeing. So yeah, I'll see you for the next time. I'm just sharing that, getting that off my brain. Bye.